Welcome everybody to Spaces Summit 2020. Spaces Summit has always been one of my favorite days in the year so far at bol.com, and now we have even 2 days to enjoy. Personally, I'm really inspired by the excellent program we have, and I'm looking forward to listening to these talks from the comfort of my own home. Personally, I would have liked to be in the com again, really interacting with you guys. But still, I think it's really cool that we have the Spaces Summit. The fact that even in these strange Corona times, we're still having so many talks and so many attendees at Spaces Summit makes me really proud of the tech community at bol.com. But let me introduce the first speaker to you. Also a great supporter of the tech community and a fan of Spaces Summit. Rumors have it that he has worn his Spaces Summit t-shirt at an important meeting at Ahold Delhaize, but he has left it at the office at this point. Please welcome Huub.
Yeah, applause. I guess you're applauding now right at home. I don't know, and that's kind of what I miss. I love being in the com, seeing all of you, and I remember coming there the first time in the first meeting when I walked in and people wore these crazy t-shirts. They were playing games and they were preparing for very informative meetings, and the enthusiasm was really something that made it move. Well, I just assume that altogether we share this enthusiasm, although I don't see you right now. Yes, unfortunately, I don't have the t-shirt. It just came in a day late. I have the t-shirts from the other years, but they are in the office, and obviously I'm not in the office. So I found another t-shirt. We'll tell you something about it later on. It's blue anyway. Yes, I wore this t-shirt, the t-shirt from the Spaces Summit 2 years ago in a very official board meeting with Ahold Delhaize. And I did it because that morning I went to the com to open the Spaces Summit, and it's a special place because you have to know that the com is next to the first office that bol.com ever occupied. So it's kind of looking back in time, thinking about how we were performing in the early days, and then as a small enthusiastic group of people, and then walking into the com and meeting this huge, enormous, enthusiastic group of people, and feeling the atmosphere and being aware of what we are as a company. I went back to the office, had this board meeting, and thought I have to wear this t-shirt for 2 reasons. I'm proud of what we do. I'm proud of who we are and how we communicate, but also because we are a retail tech company nowadays. And the board at Ahold Delhaize should be aware that we are a retail tech company. So it was also to make a statement. 40% of the people working at bol.com are now in innovation, and 3 years from now that will go up to at least 45%. Doesn't sound like much, 45%, but you have to imagine that at the same time the company is growing and almost doubling its size. So instead of adding more people to operate the company, we will add relatively even more people in tech, because we know that we are a retail tech company. Speaking about retail tech companies, why then this t-shirt? Well, first of all, it's blue, but it also has a great text, and I hope you can read it. It says, "Senator, we run ads." And for me, that statement, and I'm not sure if you know the video, it's Mark Zuckerberg sitting in front of the Senate committee, trying to explain what he was doing. And in this question, where a senator says, if you give everything away for free, how do you make money? It became so apparent that the platform as a business model, as they are developing, together with the underlying technology that's developing really fast, are going so fast that the people who make the rules, who make the legislations, are no longer capable of managing it because they just don't understand. I mean, if you have to explain that you're run ads, it makes perfectly clear what the problem is and how the world is developing. And I think that if it's difficult to make the rules, it gives us the responsibility. We should set our own rules, and we did that. We had discussions about how do we go about with customer data? What do we do and what don't we do? We have discussions about how do we go about with the stuff that we sell on the website? Should we do a curation? Which books do we sell? Do we skip books from our website? But we also have discussions about how can you be a fair platform? And even recently, what is our role as a platform in a crisis that we have? Is it just making money, or is it making money in a way that we still help society? So we are a tech company, but we're not a big tech company. And at the same time, we try to compete with tech companies. We are a tech company because if you look at it, that success is more and more defined by algorithms instead of by individual choices. In the early days, when you're a retailer, the choices of somebody in merchandising, somebody in buying, somebody in marketing are decisive for success. And more, algorithms are decisive for success. More and more, we are a tech company. And we try to compete with the real big tech companies. And you could pose the question, is that even possible? And I think we can. I think we can. I think we show that we can. And you can if you have focus, if you know where you are different, if you know where you add value for your customers. But you also can if you believe that success is not having as much as people as you possibly can on a topic. It's not even having the best people in tech, although I think we have great people in tech, possibly the best, but a lot of companies are trying to go for the best people in tech. I think success is determined by how you work together, how we work as a group together in making our company better. And I truly believe that if we organize ourselves around teams that take responsibility, that we trust, and that work together on a common goal, that this gives us the defining differentiation that allows us to compete even with the biggest companies. And I see it happening. Even now that we are at home, people team up as a team, come together, albeit online, and work towards a common goal. And I think it's my job as CEO of this company to make sure that you can be successful in this position, to make sure that these teams have the freedom to operate. And of course, we need structure. And the next step is agile at scale. The next step is make sure that the teams that have the freedom to operate within the team have freedom to operate as a team, building a product, that they have a joint focus and a joint purpose, but still that we rely on what you can do, on your knowledge, your drive, your passion, and your teamwork. And I think that this is exactly what we are doing today. The day like today, the day like I've seen it in the past years, has developed into a day where we share our knowledge, but we also share our enthusiasm. We get to know each other a bit better. Kind of difficult today. You will meet some people, you will get to know them better. But there'll be other times where we'll be shaking hands again. But at least we're together, we're sharing knowledge, we're sharing the experience of bol.com, and we also share what we learned. And I think we also celebrate, because for me, whenever I was there in the com, it was like we were having a party, like we were celebrating what we are doing, what we are achieving, and how we are capable of working together towards a common goal. And I think as long as we can keep this going, as long as we succeed in allowing you to take the most of yourself, in allowing you to act as a team, to focus on what is important, I think as long as we can do that, bol.com can be successful. And as long as you are willing to go on stage, even online, for a few hundred people, because you love your work, because you're enthusiastic of what you do and you want to share, if you keep sharing, I think that nobody can beat us. And I wish you all the best for today. Wish you a day full of inspiration, learning, enjoy, and well, let's hope the next one will be shaking hands again, because it's kind of difficult that I don't hear applause. Thank you.